Here we go. Tisha and Shelly both run away from the cornucopia. Pebble grabs a backpack and retreats. V clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Poppy runs away from the cornucopia. Astra severely injures Dichi and leaves her to die. Tegan receives a trident from inside the cornucopia. Flutter takes out a handful of throwing knives. Brightney decides to run away from the cornucopia. R&D grab a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Roger runs away from the cornucopia. Shrimpo runs away from the cornucopia. Toodles runs away with a lighter and some rope. Goob runs away from the cornucopia, as well as Dandy and Cosmo. Finn receives a trident from inside the cornucopia. Clifton steps off his podium too soon and blows up. That's fitting. Scraps finds a bag full of explosives. Oh no, they're all dead. Louie runs away from the cornucopia. Connie bashes Puck's head into a rock several times. Sprout clutches the first aid kit and runs away. Sprout steals from Tisha while she isn't looking. Cosmo and Connie hunt for other tributes. Flutter hunts other tributes. Shelly injures herself. Shrimpo explores the arena. Louie, Roger, Astra, and V hunt for other tributes. Brightney makes a wooden spear. Scraps receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Tegan sprains her ankle while running away from Poppy. Dandy forces R&D to kill Toodles or Finn. They decide to choose Finn. Goops kills... Wow. Astro and Brightney sleep in shifts. Tegan defeats R&D in a fight but spares their life. Connie, Louie, and Roger get into a fight. Connie triumphantly kills them both. Flutter bashes Scrap's head with a mace. Dandy receives, oh no, explosive from an unknown sponsor. They're all dead. Sprout fends Poppy, Shelly, and Goob away from his fire. Cosmo's awoken by nightmares. Toodles tends to V's wounds. How? Tisha starts a fire. Shrimpo receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Dandy kills Goop for his supplies. Connie, Cosmo, Shelly, and Flutter. Connie, Cosmo, Shelly, Flutter, and Brightney hunt for other tributes. Sprout receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. V makes a wooden spear. Tisha camouflages herself in the bushes. How? Tegan searches for a water source. Poppy thinks about home. Toodle steals from Shrimpo while he isn't looking. R&D steals from Astro also while he isn't looking. Sprout convinces Poppy to snuggle with him. Tisha passes out due to exhaustion. Connie receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Shelly sets up a camp for the night. Toodle starts a fire. Flutter receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Dandy loses sight of where he is. R&D quietly hums. Astro and Brightney tell stories about themselves to each other. V questions her sanity. Cosmo receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Shrimpo sets up camp for the night, and Tegan receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Sprout collects fruit from a tree. R&D, Connie, Cosmo, Astro, and Dandy hunt for other tributes. Shelly thinks about home. Tegan steals from Tisha while she isn't looking. V is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Shrimpo and Flutter work together for the day. Poppy sprains her ankle whilst running away from Brightney. Toodles goes hunting. Nobody died. Brightney and Shrimpo fight against Connie and Cosmo. Brightney and Shrimpo survive. Toodles sets off an explosive, killing Astro and Flutter. Sprout destroys Poppy's supplies while she is asleep. Tegan attempts to start the fire, but is unsuccessful. Shelly stays awake all night. Dandy quietly hums. V climbs a tree to rest. R&D tend to their wounds. And Tisha receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Sprout unknowingly eats toxic berries? How? Tegan, Dandy, and Toodles and Shelly raid Poppy's camp while she's hunting. Tisha hunts for other tributes. R&D kills Shrimpo while he's resting. Brightney tries to sleep through the entire day, and V receives a hatchet. Dandy, Shelly, Tisha discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Poppy questions her sanity. R&D's thinking about winning. V stabs Tegan with a tree branch. Brightney receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor, and Toodle passes out from exhaustion. Shelly decides not to go to the feast. Toodles bashes V's head against a rock. Somebody stop her. R&D, Tisha, and Brightney confront each other, but grab what they want slowly to avoid conflict. Poppy and Danny do not go to the feast. R&D attacks Toodles, but she manages to escape. Tisha finds a water source. Poppy, Brightney, and Dandy hunt for other tributes. Shelly unknowingly eats toxic berries. God dang it. 3 cannon shots are in the distance. Poppy stays awake all night. Tisha Yeah. Brittany destroys Tisha's supplies while she's asleep. R&D look up at the night sky. Teddy bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Toodles stays up all night. R&D hears Brittany and Toodles talking in the distance. Tisha thinks about home. Poppy makes a wooden spear. One cat shot is heard from Nanny. Tisha and Toodles sleep in shifts. R&D and Brittany also sleep in shifts. And Poppy receives a head shift. Brady goes hunting. Tisha goes hunting. Oh my god. Brittany collects fruit from a tree. Tisha goes hunting. Poppy camouflages herself in the bushes. Toodles silently snaps R&D's neck. One can inject beard in the distance. Poppy questions her sanity. Brittany just hugs Toodles. Tisha quietly hums. Toodles poisons Brittany's drinks but mistakes it for her own and dies. Poppy camouflages herself in the bushes. Tisha picks flowers. The arena turns pitch black and nobody can see a thing. Poppy finds and kills Brittany, who is making too much noise. Oh my god! Well, I think we know who the winner is, but let's just see how many kills the Jesus Toodles! Well, the winner is somehow Poppy. I'm